I pull up, dropping buckets. Hey, yeah, like it's nothing. In the kitchen, chopping onions.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Sports Podcast. I am your co-host, Arvin Garcia, and this is the podcast where mindset meets tactics. We don't gatekeep here. We really teach you guys how to invest, and we interview all of the top dogs in the industry of real estate. So I am your co-host, and this is my handsome host here with the mostest.
I'm your host, Cusamano. Today we have the privilege of interviewing a good friend of ours. You're in for a real treat for this one here. So stay tuned, watch it till the end because we share lots of gems. If you're looking to wholesale, this guy is a rookie rock star, I like to say. Came in guns blazing, only been in the business a couple years. So he's living proof that you could start with zero real estate experience and crush it your first year and continue to scale from there. So without further ado, if you're a wholesaler, another investor looking to source other deals, this is the podcast for you. And we have the privilege to interview our good friend, Alfredo.
Let's go,
Yes,
baby.
sir.
Let's go,
Yes, sir.
Alfredo.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys for having me.
First of all, Alfredo, you look way older than what you really are. Tell the viewers how old you are, man. Boy,
I'm
handsome, huh? That boy
26 years old, about to be 27 in a month.
Nice.
But it's been a journey, man.
Yeah, talk to us about that. Talk to us how you actually got into real estate. How the hell did you find yourself here wholesaling deals, man?
Honestly, it was super random. It was
Those are the best
super
stories.
random. I was so set on just running family businesses and, doing a nightclub and running a restaurant and, pursuing a medical career. But my brother, actually, he had wanted to get into real estate. He took an Airbnb course one day and he was like, I'm going to do Airbnbs. I'm going to go get my first Airbnb. And then he was like stuck on it for like a month and a half. And I was like, you really want to get into real estate? I have a buddy. I see that he just started started his own company, Rudy.
Okay.
Our CEO.
Yeah.
But Rudy had just started Acquired at that time. And I was like, why don't you just go talk to Rudy and see like if that's something you really want to do? I'm sure like he'll be willing to take you on. So he went to Beverly Hills the next day for an interview and he came back. He was like, yeah, I'm going to start tomorrow. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way you're going to start tomorrow because it's like an hour and a half drive from where we live to
Right.
Beverly Hills every single day. And I was like, there's no way. And once I heard that he was going to start, I was like, fuck that, dude. I'm going to go. I'm in. So from
That's
there,
so random.
we started at the same time. He probably started like a day or two before me, but started at the same time. And it's just been
Is he
history
still
ever
in the
since then.
business?
Yeah. He's
With
still in
you?
the business. Yeah. He's
Man,
still.
that's incredible. You were like, all right, if you're going to do it, I'm going to do it too.
Yeah,
So what
100%.
happened to his Airbnb business?
We never got into it. We just got into wholesale, then started learning real estate, really the raw side of real estate, the gray space, I would like to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know about real estate before hopping on to like Acquired or?
No,
So
nothing.
what did you know?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. I just knew sell. Well, just, everything is a sell, right?
Right.
At the end of the day, you're always trying to sell yourself. Everyone's always judging you
Right.
from the moment that they meet you.
Right.
So it's like, how do I sell myself more than anything else?
So
incredible.
how long ago did you start?
I started 2 years ago exactly in like a week.
And how many deals have you sold since then?
I've done about 130 to 135. I'm currently in about like 12 escrows right now. And this is all just within the last 2 weeks because they close every 2 weeks.
Wow. So let me get this straight for the viewers. No real estate experience. Within 2 years, you've done over 130 deals wholesaling, which
Yeah.
is a lot tougher than traditional, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Uh,
Yeah. So
Let-
you're in for a real treat for this one.
okay, well, let's start on your first deal. Obviously, somebody that doesn't have a real estate background.
Uh-huh.
What was like the training for you? Like what was that moment where you're like, oh, okay, I understand this?
It took a while. I'm not gonna lie. It took me I got my first deal done within 4 weeks of being with the company.
Okay.
So I found a buyer off of Facebook. He connected me with somebody else. So then he was like, I want the deal. I was like, okay, cool. Send the deposit. I was super hyped, super fucking happy.
Right.
Finally
What was your first check?
It was like $2,200. But even then, I was just stoked. I was just stoked to even be able
Proof
to,
of concept.
Yeah, proof
proof of concept
Oh,
and
this
just
thing
know,
works.
see it works. I was hyped after that. sold another deal probably like a couple weeks later, then another one a couple weeks later, and another one a couple weeks later. But then I went through a dry spell where I didn't sell anything for like about 3 to 4 months. And I was like kind of in that like headspace of like, is this gonna work out? Like, is it not gonna work out? And then finally I was just like, fuck it, dude. I'm gonna have to go all in or just not do it. So finally had a turning point where it was like, you know, when you get that like click in your brain where it's like, it's right here in front of me. Why don't I just fucking go get it?
Yeah.
So it was that click in my brain. I still remember the exact story. It was a deal out in Burbank. My brother had sold this deal already, but his buyer was like falling out. And he had another backup buyer. I had another backup buyer. And we were like competing to get the wire for the property at the same time. We both hopped on the call with both of our buyers. I see him like calling his buyer. He sees me calling my buyer. And we just go into separate rooms and we're just like trying to hound them to like send the deposit right away because his buyer's on the verge of sending it. My buyer's on the verge of sending it. And I was just like, look, dude, I'm just going to be completely transparent with you. Either you want the deal or not, but it's going to sell in the next 5 minutes. So either you send the deposit and just laid it out. And from there, I was like, I really have the power to influence these other buyers or whoever it might be to, you know, pull the trigger, to follow through. And I was like, ever since then, it's just like, it's just your demeanor, how you talk, how confident you come across the table. And then it's proof in the concept, right?
Yeah. What do you think separates you from the other wholesalers that have been in the game for a while, but just like, they just can't get it going? What would you say? Because you went through a dry spell of like the 3 to 4 months. What was that thing that just kept you going?
Just consistency. It's consistency. Like obviously there's going to be days where you don't want to go to the office or you don't want to, you know, make cold calls or, you know, follow-ups, whatever it might be. But it's more than anything, it's like anything else in life, right? If you're consistent enough, it's going to come. It's without a question.
So you kept showing up. Yeah,
just show up. Show up every single day with intention and just show up with all you got and just be all in.
That's incredible, man. Sorry, I'm going back to how you were brought up, but did you come from money?
I'm not gonna say I lived a horrible life. I did live a pretty, you know.
So parents were.
Yeah, parents. Well off. Yeah, they were pretty well off. But I also seen my parents work for everything they got. Growing up, they came from. Yeah, they came from Mexico. They were immigrants. They didn't have anything. They were literally living in a 1-bedroom apartment with about 8-9 people.
Wow.
And basically grinded their whole entire life from the age that they were 14, 15. And just, I mean, to this day, my mom and my dad are both 65 years old, but they still work every single day.
That's crazy.
Every single day. And they have no need to, but they're workaholics.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So when you told your parents, hey, me and my brother, we're gonna do real estate, what did they say, bro?
They were pretty happy. Then at the same time, my dad, I was helping him out with the nightclub business. I was managing it. Yeah. So I was doing all the promotions, all the events. I was bartending. I was managing. I was doing security. I was doing everything.
Okay.
So that year that I was working with my dad, we did, I think, like 5 times the volume of sales that he had previously done. But he was kind of upset at first that I wasn't as involved with the company or with the business. But then once he really saw that, you know, real estate was taking off for me, he's like, till this day, he's like telling me just, I'm proud of you and just keep going, that you have it in you. So it's like their support's there always. I'm very grateful for it.
Did you go to college?
I did.
What for?
I went to UC Santa Cruz. I did molecular cell developmental biology.
Oh, you were trying to be a doctor, bro.
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah. I was trying to do chiropractic work with physical therapy work. So I was actually paralyzed for about 1.5 years. I couldn't walk.
What?
Yeah. So I had a really bad back injury. I had a 14 millimeter herniated disc. When I went my freshman year of college, I went out to Santa Cruz and didn't really want to tell my parents like how bad it really was. But got into college and then it progressively just gotten worse. And to the point where, you know, I wasn't going to classes. I was just staying in bed, getting food brought to me from my roommates. Yeah, so I was literally just bed rest for like that whole first year of college. And then finally, once I came back for summer break, that's when, you know, I saw my auntie and she was like, nah, fuck this. I'm going to get you a doctor. We're going to go get you surgery. And I was just scared to get surgery because most doctors were telling me that there's a possibility of you getting paralyzed since it's on your spinal cord.
Right.
So I was super scared about getting surgery. And then finally, I just ended up saying like, I can't live like this. I'd rather take my
Risk
chances.
it.
Yeah, take my chances and live a normal life than being in aggregating pain all day long.
Damn.
What a testimony, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
You thought
Life
you
is
had it hard.
crazy.
Right.
Yeah, life
Different
is,
perspective.
Yeah, but it's a blessing. It's
Amen.
honestly been a blessing that I don't regret going through that. Like at all. It builds who I am. It builds what I can do, and it builds like my perspective on the world. And just
100%.
waking up grateful every single day that, you know, I'm able to walk, I'm able to stand up,
Yeah.
I'm able to go to the gym, I'm able to run, whatever it might be, just super grateful.
Yeah, we take the
Yeah.
little things for granted.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I remember in 2015 I almost died. So like from then on I'm like, bro.
Bro.
Nothing else matters.
Yeah,
you know?
we catch ourselves like stressing out and just being so mad at little things in our life
Right.
when we don't even take the smallest things for, like, we're not grateful for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What was that saying, Eric? Imagine you just woke up with everything you thank God for the day before.
Yeah.
Sometimes we would have nothing, bro.
Yeah.
We don't just thank him for just the littlest things, man.
Exactly.
You know?
It's crazy.
That's insane.
No,
That's
I love
insane.
that. Most of the people we interview with or get the opportunity to connect with, the difference maker we notice is from those who are super successful, crushing in their sport, is mindset.
Yeah.
Right? Like a lot of it has to do with their upbringing, their story, their challenges that came up, and it just goes to show why you have a different mindset and why you're crushing it. So fast forward from 2 years ago, where are you guys at today?
Today, currently, right now, I'm running an office of about, I think we're at 11 agents right now in Costa Mesa.
Wow.
So I'm in charge of them right now. My main goal is kind of just shifting my mindset from just doing deals. Still want to do deals, but more about just how do I get these guys to, you know, really start cranking, really get to that 15, 20, 30K a month consistently. And not just a couple of them. I want all of them to win. So that's kind of where my mindset's shifting right now more than ever.
Right. And that's tough because we've been there. Like we in personal production.
Yeah.
And then you transition more to like a leadership role and having to let go of some of that. You know,
just learning how to
focus on the
delegate.
team. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's a big transition, especially when you're a deal junkie like all of us, right? Like deal junkies, you always wanted to do deals, be in the trenches with them.
100%.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest like learning curve I'm going through right now, and then just learning how to delegate. Just learning how to delegate.
So you opened your own office?
Within the company, yeah.
Okay, sweet.
With
Why
the-
Costa Mesa?
It's just a nice location.
Yeah, it
a nice
is.
location, and then also it's just convenient for, you know, we do most of our deals throughout SoCal. So, I mean, most of our agents are in SoCal. So we have the first location in Beverly Hills, and then we have the second one in Costa Mesa. So it's kind of scattered, but at the same time, if I have to go to LA for a showing, I don't have to go all the way back to Costa Mesa.
Right.
I can just go to that office. And
Right.
then same vice versa. If they have to come do a showing over here in Orange County or the South Bay, wherever it might be,
Makes sense.
they can just go straight to that office. So, that, you know, time is money at the end of the day. So
Yeah,
if
makes
you're going to
sense.
spend 4 to 5 hours on the road, you're just losing time.
Yeah.
You're losing money, in my opinion.
Yeah, that makes sense. And so you have a team of 11.
Yeah.
Talk to me about how it's like split up.
Right now, we only have 3 out of the 11 people are on the sales side, and the rest of them are acquisitions.
Okay.
So how the company is split, it's half of them are sales and then half of them are acquisitions.
Right.
The acquisitions just mainly focuses on contracting deals and negotiating them, getting them under contract.
Right.
Once they get them under contract is when it goes to the sales side, and the
Right.
sales team just strictly focuses on selling these contracts to their investors.
Got it. So disposition, acquisition. So you only have 3 on acquisition? Or everybody's on acquisition?
3 on
dispo?
sales, and then the rest are on acquisitions.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So just trying to build more of the deal flow as far as like the sales team goes. I mean, they're dogs.
Yeah.
They're killers.
They're killers.
Yeah, they're killers. So
And you guys have a system that works.
Yeah.
We had the opportunity to interview Rudy and Miguel.
yeah,
Who shared a lot on the last week's podcast, and I love how everything's departmentalized. You started off in dispo yourself, right?
I did. I started off in dispo,
Yeah.
and then gradually went into acquisitions, and then now just more in that leadership role.
You had to do a certain amount of deals on the sales side in order to be promoted to acquisitions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
Love it.
have a minimum of 25 transactions And then you have the option. Doesn't mean that you are automatically put into acquisitions, but you have the option to be put into acquisitions if you like. Because some people, they like sales.
Yeah.
It's easy for them at some point. Once you get it, dialed in.
Yep. You have your relationships. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
What about you? What do you prefer?
Honestly, I like both. I still do both. I mean, if I have the opportunity to sell a property, then I'll sell it. If not, then I'm not out there like hunting and trying to sell it or pitch it. It's just like, if it comes, it comes. But
That's insane. You
I
passed
like
me off, man. You passed me off.
Dude, I wasn't able to take care of you though.
Yeah.
Like, you get me? Like, you see?
You're
Like,
right.
unless if you hit me up, that's when I'm like, oh, okay. Like,
Yeah.
So-
he moved from dispo sales to acquisitions, and he was my rep at the time. So he ended up getting a deal out here in Lancaster. I'm like, hey, what's up, Alfredo? I need that. He was like, oh, I actually talked to my guy, and I was like, okay. He delegated me off, man.
No, it's because I
want
wanted you to get the best service possible, right? And if I'm not like gonna call you on every deal or give you the opportunity to actually buy it when they're available to buy, then I'm doing you a disservice at the end of the day.
That's a leader right there, bro.
I love that. No,
that's what makes him a leader.
All right.
He's gonna give you the better service by passing them to his teammate, man. That's
That's
insane.
true. I love that.
How do you keep the guys inspired, bro?
How do I keep them inspired? Lead by example, first of all, just showing them that everything is actually possible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just about getting them going. Once they get their first one or two, then it's just shifting their mindset too. Like, some of these guys, they're in scarcity mindset, but it's just like being able to identify that and then just having that like real to real conversation with them, being like, stop operating from right here and start operating from a killer mindset.
Yeah.
Which is true. Is like I was just having a conversation with one of my guys when I was doing his one-on-ones on Monday. He was upset because he had the opportunity to sell a property before the showing, like sight unseen, and he got sniped by somebody else on the team. So, but he ended. So once he got sniped, he told his guy to send the wire, and he sent the wire without seeing the property. I'm like, dude, you could have had this conversation with them 2 hours ago, and it would have been your sell. But you're operating from a scarcity mindset.
Right.
If you operate from I'm gonna go get that.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, excuse my language, but I'm fuck like everyone else. I'm gonna go get that sale.
Right.
Then obviously you're gonna do everything in your potential to go get that sale done.
No, I agree. Because not only did he lose out on the deal, but I'm sure he has to deal with the repercussions of the buyer being upset. Yeah, it's not easy.
But then it's also like a learning lesson.
Right.
Like, it's just telling, like, showing
lesson,
them, showing him that it's a lesson, not like, don't put yourself down. Just show, like, now you see that you're capable of doing it.
Right.
So now it's for the next time around.
You'll be more aggressive.
Be more aggressive.
I'm so impressed by like everything like you guys build, like every person at Acquire that I got opportunity to connect with, like the way they talk, man, so young too. Bro, it's mind blowing.
It's huge. It just shows the type of training that they're getting, and I think that's what makes you guys different.
Yeah.
It's just like the culture, it's the trainings, it's the hands-on stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody likes the fluff no more. People, it's like, don't gatekeep, man.
Yeah.
You can't.
No. There's no gatekeeping there.
So in that situation, what does that do for culture though? If you get sniped by somebody else on the team, like it's just
competitive.
It's competitive. Like, at the end of the day, these guys are on commission, right? Like, they still got bills to pay. They still want to go on a vacation. They still want to go buy a new car. They want to go get their new apartment. Like, a lot of these guys that are on the team,
younger, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they're all younger.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a 20-year-old right now. He's like making like 60 grand a month.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
No real estate experience before
Prior,
joining.
no.
I love that.
Yeah.
So let's transition. Speaking to the viewers out there that are possibly looking to get into wholesaling, or maybe they're wholesalers struggling, or even crushing on a high level. Before we get into that, tell for someone that probably just stumbled upon this podcast, what is wholesaling, and why did you choose to go down this sport in real estate?
All right, so wholesaling is just, you find a seller, you negotiate a price with the seller. For example, say I negotiate the price with the seller for a house for $500,000, and then from there I find a buyer that's willing to pay me $525,000 for the property. We take that fee from the middle, the $25,000 fee. We keep it in our pocket. The buyer, he pays $525,000. The seller gets $500,000. We get $25,000, and then we call it a day. Yeah. We don't have any liability with the property. We don't have to, do work to the property. It's just selling a piece of paper for a profit.
Yeah.
And
nicely put.
yeah, so the reason why, I mean, there's no specific reason. I think it's just God's plan. If I'm being completely honest, like I told you guys, I didn't have any intentions of doing real estate. It was just like, let's go try it and see what happens. I didn't even know what wholesaling was or what EMD was or what an escrow was or anything. Like I had no experience whatsoever. Just went in there blindly and then, just stuck with it and just we're here now.
Yeah, it finds you sometimes.
Yeah. Majority of your guys' deal, and I was talking to Rudy and Miguel about it. Is it mostly MLS?
I want to say like 50% MLS, another 50% off markets, whether that be with like a probate attorney, divorce attorney, pocket listings, agents that are trying to double end, direct to seller, whatever it might be, is just all avenues. We don't just stick to one avenue and like dial that in. It's just like keep everything open. If a deal's a deal, then we got to put our hands on it.
How many of those are direct to seller?
Want to say probably like 15%.
Yeah.
15%.
15%.
10 to 15%. It's just direct to seller is just, the rips are a lot bigger, but it's just a lot harder, right? Like if you can go leverage agents to go find you the deals, the way I look at it is like, if I'm going to call 100 sellers, I'm going to be able to call 100 sellers on a daily basis. Why don't I just call 100 agents that are going to go call 100 sellers on a daily basis? Now, instead of reaching 100 sellers, I'm reaching 1,000 sellers or 10,000 sellers, whatever it might be. But it's just like, how can I leverage? How can I leverage? How can I leverage?
And it's like an infinite pipeline you're building because you're building relationships with people that are continue to build you, bring you deals.
Exactly.
When that seller, it's
a one and done.
It's one transaction.
Yeah, it's a one and done. So it's more about the longevity of it than just a short-term gain.
That's a gem.
Yeah.
That's a gem.
Let's
really speak into those who are like looking to crush wholesaling. For the next few minutes, if that's cool with you, Art.
Yeah.
So what questions do you have for them?
I mean, wholesaling is just, it's legal, obviously.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's legal, but it's 100% legal. You just got to fund it with your own money. You can't use the buyer's money to fund your deal, but
Exactly.
it's 100% legal. Let's talk about that. So I know a lot of, let's just say that I got somebody that wants to sell, right? Let's talk tactics a little bit, Alfredo. Let's just say he's a brand new subscriber, brand new listener. He's like, dude, I know my auntie wants to sell, but I want to make a little bit of money from it. I don't have a license, and so you don't need a license to do this,
Don't need a license.
So then talk to me. What's next? My auntie wants to sell. She doesn't want to put any money into it. What would you do in this situation? And let's like walk them through a scenario. I feel like a lot of videos don't have like an actual scenario. Is that cool with you?
Yeah,
Can we
cool.
let's walk them through a scenario? My auntie wants to sell. She doesn't have any money to fix it. It was a tenant occupied property. They have it now. What do I do?
From a wholesaler standpoint, obviously, it's your auntie. You don't want to, scrape her.
All right, let's not say auntie. That's bad. My neighbor.
All right, your neighbor. So essentially you go to your neighbor, you talk to him, be like, I can bring a buyer into the table, but what's your net profit that you need to see at the end of the day for you to sign a contract with me?
Okay.
You got to make sure that the property that you're going to sign the contract with is the comparables, right?
Okay.
Because
So you run
investors,
comps.
you run your comps, you make sure you find out what the ARV, the after repair value of the property is.
Right.
From there, you go 70%, maybe a little bit lower, so that way you can sell at 70% of ARV. So say, for example, if the house is worth $750,000, you're gonna go and offer her around $500,000, and so that way you can go sell it for a profit at $525,000, $530,000, whatever it might be, depending on the days on market.
Got it.
And so essentially you go to the seller, you present them an offer of $500,000. You have them sign a contract with you, whether that be a car form or whether that be an off-market purchase agreement.
Okay.
You have them sign that contract. From there, you go and start looking
Looking for the buyer.
Go looking for the buyer.
Yeah.
Once,
What's one key way you like to find buyers?
there's a lot of ways. But to find legitimate buyers, skip tracing off the MLS. Just skip tracing off the MLS. That's
a gem.
That's the best way to find buyers, if I'm being completely honest with you. Not only do you not have to qualify them, but you already see that they're doing deals. So, I mean, if they're already doing deals, then you're talking to somebody that's more qualified than somebody randomly off of Facebook or a referral, whatever it might be.
And that's all public information.
So this guy, he locks it in. She agrees to sell it at $500,000. You said skip tracing, but what if they don't have an MLS? Like, what's another way where like
You can go
shoot, I
use
have this-
PropWire. You can go on Facebook. There's millions of Facebook groups with cash buyers in there. It might be a little bit more tedious, but you just start posting on Facebook. Hey, I got this deal under contract. I'm looking for a buyer at $525,000. DM me for more information.
Got it.
Don't ever put the address on Facebook, by the way.
That's a jail. That's a jail.
They'll go and call your seller
Yeah, they're
and
gonna
try and
snipe
cut
you.
you out.
Yeah. there's-
So basically just, post on Facebook, have them hit you up, jump on a call with them, vet them out, make sure they're legitimate buyers. And from there, you start the process as far as like, okay, we'll submit your earnest money deposit to escrow. Yeah, then either if you're on a smaller wholesaler, you're not going to be doing double closes or
Right.
concurrent
You Try
closes.
to do an assignment.
Yeah, so then you would do an assignment, an AOAA. Essentially, you're giving up your rights to the contract for a profit to the investor. The investor signs an invoice saying that he's going to pay you X amount, and so does the seller, depending on the contract. And then from there, you just wait until the close of escrow, and you get paid out.
How long are those escrow dates usually for you on average?
Typically, they're 14 days.
14 days.
Yeah, 14 days.
So for
depending
this
on,
guy, he would lock it in. He would say 14-day escrow, or would he say like give
He
me
would.
like 30 days?
he would have to abide by whatever the contract is that you have in place with the seller.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
if my contract with the seller is 500,000, 14-day close, 3% EMD, then he has to abide by that. Unless he comes back to you and was like, I'll do the deal, but I need 25 days to close. Then that's when you go renegotiate with the seller and tell her, hey, like, I actually need an extra 10 days to close out this transaction because of X, Y, and Z,
right.
whatever it might be. And
Being
then,
super transparent,
yeah,
communicative.
just be transparent. Just be a transparent communicator. Like, it's going to get you a lot further than most things in life.
Yeah.
I agree.
What? Let me ask you, because for me, if I was just listening, I'd be like, man, that sounds kind of scammy. What makes it not like a scam?
Like, what value are we bringing?
Yeah, what value do you are we actually
I mean,
bringing?
for example, if she would have gone on the market for $500,000, and not only would she have to have paid her agent commissions,
right.
and also the seller's agent commission. So
Right.
right there,
It's a
already
double
you're
pop.
looking at 4 to 5 points.
Right.
That's just 25,000. Her net fee is going to be 475 just off the bat.
Right.
But if I'm getting her 500,000, she's already saving an extra 25,000, and
Correct.
on top of it, I'm going to make a little bit of money on it.
Right.
And closing costs.
And closing costs,
All the other
we're
fees
covering
associated,
the
yeah.
closing costs, the escrow
Right.
fees, title fees, and essentially, just helping an asset to them, and then just finding a quick solution. It's not going on the market and then
Having to show how
Yeah.
show buyers,
show
the
buyers,
house.
clean the house, get it stage ready, whatever it might be. So it's just a smooth, seamless transaction rather
Right.
than
It
a
makes
prolonged.
sense. I mean, it makes sense. You lay it all out for her and say, you could fix it, but you don't have money to fix it. So, hey, I got a different solution. And that's why I think people don't really understand the game of that. They don't understand that we're not charging commissions, right?
Yeah.
We're going to go find a buyer and try to make a little bit money.
100%.
And essentially, the buyer's the one paying it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The buyer's paying our
100%.
finder's fee or
Yeah.
whatever it is. So
Exactly.
it's not like coming from the net of the seller. It's actually the buyer that's paying us for finding them the property.
100%.
And everybody's happy at the end of the day because the seller's happy with what we negotiate. The buyer's happy because they're going to make a little bit of money. And we're happy because we organized it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I
And the
mean?
way I look at it is like even if we were to ask for commission or whatever it might be from the seller, it's just two parties that are making an agreement, right?
Right.
It's like if we're able to negotiate, because this whole business just comes down to negotiations.
Correct.
So if we are both able to come to an agreement, whether that be at a lower price or whether that be them paying me my commission or whatever it might be, we're still coming to an agreement and we still have the opportunity to go and sell it for a profit because seller and acquired, we're coming to an agreement at X amount of price, but then that doesn't mean I can't go sell it for any more of a profit.
Correct.
Yeah.
My question is, because I've run into this with other people, they're like, well, how do I get the seller not to know like how much I'm actually selling it if I'm assigning it? You know what I mean? Because they're like, well, they're going to find out that I'm making this much
Yeah.
money. And I think that's the reason why Acquired has gone A to B, B to C.
Yeah.
Because on the assignment, they're going to know that you're
Yeah.
making some type of money.
Yeah.
Right? So are you guys funding with your, maybe you can answer it, maybe you can't. Are you guys funding with your own money?
Yeah, we don't use the buyer's money to fund our deals. We have our own.
Is it a bank that's giving you guys loans for this, or are you
Not
just
necessarily? We're just rinsing and repeating more than anything.
Gotcha. So you guys have enough in the funds to be like, oh, we can buy it ourselves, and then just
resell
3
it the
days
next day.
later, 4 days later, get
It's
the money
the very
back.
next day.
Yeah, like, we're not gonna hold up our money that much.
No, we have too many. We have too many files to fund, so we got to be very on top of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just
timing.
It's just timing. It's just being organized and making sure. I mean, it's real estate, right? There's gonna be delays in fundings. There's gonna be delays, especially when
pulling
recording,
recordings. Yeah, it's a bunch
and
of
especially when we're doing this unorthodox type of real estate where it's like a A to B, then the B to C, and then the B to C has to fund first before we fund the A to B. So there's a lot of different variables that go into it. But at the end of the day, it's just more scalable. Because now we are the principal in the transaction the whole entire time,
Correct.
rather than
You're
giving
controlling
up.
both sides.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then when you're making these offers, are you guys doing them on like regular RPA forms?
We're just doing them on car forms.
That's
Whether
insane.
that be, for majority, I want to say even when I've done direct to seller, I still like to just do a car form.
Yeah.
Because I'm not trying to tie them up. I'm not trying to, say, well, I have the right to sell your house for 60 days, 70 days, whatever it might be. For me, it's like, just if
Whatever's
it works
on
out,
contract.
it works out. If it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. On to the next.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get stuck on just one deal and then limit my
abundance
access.
mindset.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So just to inspire the viewers out there that are wholesaling, once again, it's all about you guys on this podcast. This is for you. This is why we do it. As a wholesaler that's been in the game 2+ years, around there, give or take, what's the most amount of money that you've made in a month for the company, like just brought in on far as fees?
For the company or off of commissions?
Not in your pocket, but just top gross.
Honestly, I have
fees.
no idea.
Yeah.
I want to say.
I mean,
It's like a lot.
right now you said 12 escrows currently pending.
Yeah.
How much would you say that would be in net
In closed
commissions?
volume?
Yeah,
Probably.
assignment fee of 29,000
Yeah.
times
It's
12,
probably like 350.
350,000.
And like at least every 3 to 4 weeks, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane. The volume that you guys are doing is incredible.
Yeah. So not every deal is 350,000.
Yeah,
right.
Not every deal is 30,000. I mean, there's some good ones, there's some bad ones, but
Just
for
more
me, it's
volume.
just about just keeping the volume going, units.
What's the most amount of money you've made, if you don't mind me sharing?
On
On one assignment.
one assignment, we did it for 200,000.
200,000 assignment.
Yeah.
You heard that?
200,000. I mean, there's different parties involved, but I like to get my people paid, make sure that everyone that gets paid, that's a part of it.
Yeah.
It was actually some really, really like good contacts of mine. They brought me a deal. They're based out of San Diego. They brought it to us. They were like, "Can you move this?" I was like, "Oh yeah, we can move this."
Yeah.
We were actually thinking about flipping it. This is before we were actually doing fix and flips.
Oh, okay.
This was like over a year ago now, but we were like thinking about flipping it, but we didn't end up flipping it. So
we
just
talked about this one. The buyer did good on that.
Oh, he did good. Yeah,
did
he
real
bought it
good.
for 1.2. He ended up selling it for 175. So he did good.
Yeah.
He still tells me to this day, he's like, "Nah, I wouldn't do that deal over again." But he's lying. I know he's lying.
It was worth it.
He's a really good buyer too. He's a good friend of mine. So I always was scared on like, would the buyers be mad that we're making so much money on it? But in reality, they're not.
No, they don't care what you
No.
get for. As long as
100%.
it makes sense for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
There's enough meat on the bone. They
Exactly.
make money. Who cares?
I'm never
Exactly.
mad. Even as the buyer, I'm like, oh, cool, you made that much money. Well, shoot,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
make a
something-
little bit of money too, so I'm good.
That's something
100%.
we train our team on because
Uh-huh.
we're in buyers as well.
Yeah.
But never ask like, oh, what you get it for? Like,
Nah.
don't use that to try to negotiate. That's not fair. Like, that's weak negotiation skills.
It's literally
first
a
of
weak
all.
notion.
And then try to cut in on their fee. If the numbers make sense, cool. If it don't, tell them where you need to be at.
Exactly.
Right.
And
Right?
then
And
see
then
if
people
it.
will admire you.
Yeah,
and wanna
they're gonna
work with
respect you.
more.
100%.
Yeah.
But if you're over here like, oh, you got it
Scraping you for
50K,
pennies.
trying to get you for less because he sees how much you're making. Yeah,
I
that's
hate
not good
working with those
business.
people, bro.
Yeah,
That's not the advice
You'll
you
get
gave me.
blacklisted
I'm just kidding.
because you're my competitor.
He's like, wait, hold up. Hey, sell it to me instead. I'm like, boy.
I'll be like, hey, Art, what you get it for?
Nah. That's funny. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I'm in a game now where I'm just like, man, F flipping. I was just like,
Which last
this
week?
last deal, I got caught with the bag, bro.
Yeah, you got caught
Sheesh.
back. You got a couple good flips, but
That one bag.
luckily that assignment fee, man. If you don't mind me sharing, is that okay?
Yeah.
Like last week, he just sold an assignment $50,000.
Yeah.
Easy.
Right, easy.
I'm like, I didn't have to do construction.
Yeah.
I had to manage the guys. People
Yeah.
blowing me up for money. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, give me mine, and I'm out of
Right.
here.
Exactly. Just you're in and you're out.
Yeah.
That's how I love to do it. It's just
Yeah.
you're in and you're out.
Oh.
You
Are
don't
you
gotta worry
flipping?
about. We're flipping as a company, yeah. We're flipping. I'm invested in probably about 5 to 6 of the flips right now.
Nice.
But I mean, that's why I like doing it with the company. Everything's so hands off. Like it's
Right.
literally hands off. I just like the deals that we're flipping. Maybe I'm the acquisition person.
Yeah.
Negotiated the price where we need it, got it under contract, and then we're just like, all right, let's just flip it instead. Or they give us the opportunity to syndicate within the team to buy these properties with them. We have all the
Beautiful.
project managers. Everything
It's insane.
is just
Love
systemized.
that.
Everything is just it's on autopilot.
Yeah.
So
You just deposit the money, and that's it.
yeah,
Oh, we sold it? Sweet. How much did I make?
exactly.
Right?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's beautiful.
What else are you investing your money in?
Also looking for personal flip right now,
Okay.
and then just stocks.
Okay.
Yeah,
I tell people you just gotta leverage, man. You gotta hedge against inflation.
exactly.
'Cause they're printing money like a bad boy, man. They printing money like crazy.
Yeah.
100%.
So going back into the tactics, because you guys do a lot of dispo for other wholesalers that might not be able to move a deal.
Yeah.
So say for someone like myself, I lock something up direct to seller,
Mhm.
and for some reason I don't have a buyer pool like you guys do. How do I connect with you? What agreement do I have to sign in
So-
order for you guys to market that?
Yeah. So typically, if say you get the deal under contract, under your LLC or your name, whatever it might be, in order for us to market the deal, there's either 2 ways we can go about it. Either we do a JV agreement, which is called an option agreement. You give
Right.
us the option to the contract to purchase it within X amount of days, or we do an assignment. So you would just assign the contract to me and my company, and then from there we have the ability to go market it for a higher price on whatever we agree. And then we do an invoice, a 50-50 invoice or whatever it is that we come to an agreement with.
Right.
Say, for example, you lock it up at 50% of ARV and you know it's a ripper.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I want to make X amount no matter what.
And whatever
But
you guys
I know
make on top
yeah, exactly.
is your guys' key.
Exactly.
That's fair.
That's an option agreement.
Yeah, it's called an option agreement. It's called an option agreement. You just put in the price that you're giving them the option to buy it at. But I mean, you can get really needy and greedy into it. But like one of my good relationships, or a couple of my good relationships, they're just writing offers underneath our company itself.
I love that.
They're just focusing
easier.
on acquisitions. They write offers on my behalf, and then they just they already know that no matter what, I'm gonna take care of them.
Yeah.
They don't even have to worry. Like it's just that trust
That
is there.
relationship
Yeah.
is there. Yeah.
So if you have a deal in California, you're having a hard time moving it, reach out to my buddy Alfredo. He'll connect with you guys and see if it makes sense. You
Yes,
guys
sir.
work on a deal together. And
Yeah.
what I love about you guys is you guys have built your business on relationships. Right, you're not posting on Facebook. You're not posting on Investor Live to blast it out. Like, no,
No.
you guys already have a good pool on your buyers' buy box and what they're looking for. So they'll tell you right away if they can move it or not. They're not gonna
100%.
waste your time.
Yeah, 100%.
So I
I
recommend
hate to
that.
be the person to waste time
Yeah.
and just like not like
That boy trying to
if I
get
waste
paid,
if
man.
I waste your time is because I'm wasting my time. That's the last thing I want to do. And then especially like with our buyers, for a majority of them, they all have to go through a vetting process, whether it's doing an in-person meeting, doing Google Meet, meeting them at their projects, meeting them at a showing, whatever it might be. But
Yeah.
in order for them
Love
to
that.
actually start receiving our deals, there's some type of exclusivity behind of it. So we have to go and make sure we're meeting them, we're shaking their hand, we're meeting them in person,
Right.
and just getting that real connection with them.
Weeds
Yeah.
out the
the
because
wholesalers, the other
Yeah.
people that are trying
Because
to
this
get
business,
your deals.
yeah, this business is a lot of any industry is a lot of shadiness, right?
100%.
So it's
Especially now, man.
you're in
People
the
are
trenches.
struggling.
Yeah,
You know
100%.
what I mean?
trenches.
People are struggling. They'll do whatever it takes for money. And I've seen the nasty part of this business where I'm like,
It's ugly, bro.
it's not
No.
worth it for me.
No,
Yeah.
retail's. I mean, don't be wrong. It's tough, but I
This-
say investing, wholesaling, like it's the wild west, right? Like it's
grimy. It can get
Tell
super grimy.
us a crazy story, man. Like obviously you don't have to say no names. Share a funny story or a crazy story or shady story that you feel like would be good.
So, I mean, some fun. There's some fun stuff.
ones?
Yeah, there's some
All
fun
right.
ones. There's a lot of them.
Tell us one good
What
one.
was the craziest deal that you had to
The
deal with?
craziest deal? That was fun. It was
That
this,
was fun.
It was this deal out in Concord, in the Bay Area. So apparently the house, we had to sell the house sight unseen,
Oh, shoot.
but there was squatters living in there.
Oh,
there was
shoot.
about like 9 or 10 squatters living in there.
Nice.
And
Nice.
in the pictures that we've got for the property, there's like squatters hitting the pookie. There's squatters like just ripping the bong.
Yeah.
Squatters doing crack. Like just like that's the type of people that were living there. And then
Right.
the next day that we sold the property,
Sounds like a good deal.
it was a really good deal. It was like a 60% deal. But the next day they sent us a picture of the house and there's squatters like with tents on top of the roof.
Oh,
They're like
my
literally
God.
living on the roof.
Oh, they were all over.
Yeah,
this
they were all
property.
over. Apparently, it was known as the party house, the crack house. People would just go in there and just get fucked up, and then just be there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then my buyer calls me that I had sold the deal to. He's like, "Dude, what the hell did you get me into?" He was like, "I was like, what do you mean? You knew about this house? You said that your buddy knew about the house too, that because he lived around the corner. His
Right.
buddy did." And he was like, "Yeah, the house is like it's a junk house."
Right.
But he was cool about it. He was.
He knew he was getting into
Yeah, you know he
something.
was getting himself into. And we just always make a joke between us that he's just gonna go in there with shotguns and just scare everybody away. But that's
So what
not
happened
true.
with that one? Like, what was the
He
result?
ended up
Going with shotguns, bro.
Hold on.
nah. He ended up evicting them. It took him about. He did it pretty quickly. Because typically, it takes about 6 months to
Yeah.
get an eviction. I think he did it in about 2 months.
Wow.
He did the eviction for all of them. Did the sheriff lockout in 2 months, and then he ended up selling the property for a profit. So
Sheriff,
Wow.
man.
yeah,
Dude,
I
I
love
had
that. Cash for keys is always, my go-to
Yeah.
for things like that. But I need his attorney. 2
Yeah,
months.
dude. It's
Insane
crazy.
in California.
yeah.
yeah.
But cash
Yeah.
for keys can be tough too, because then once you
You're like, how much
That's
you
true.
get? No, I want more than him.
Yeah, no, that
No,
happened to me
true.
too on a triplex. We sold a triplex.
Was that Orlando's?
No, it wasn't
Oh, I
Orlando's.
remember that one.
too.
Okay, that one too.
Is
Wow.
Orlando
Yeah.
your brother?
No, Orlando's our mutual friend.
Yeah, mutual friend, how we met. Shout out Orlando.
Yeah, shout
man.
out Orlando, bro.
Watching this podcast.
He's an amazing
That's
person,
my
like
guy right
genuinely
there.
an
I love
amazing
you,
person.
Orlando.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are,
Yeah.
bro, but I love
Him
you.
and I met in Turks. I will never forget it. We're in an infinity pool. He's
Turks and
smoking a
Caicos?
cigar. I walk in because I got late. I got in there late, and I just, from a mutual friend
Uh-huh.
too, a good buddy of mine. And when I just set my bag down, just hopped in the infinity pool with him. We're looking over. You got the
The view.
what's that? The tiki bar right
Uh-huh.
there. And we had a great conversation. First time I met him, bro. We've
Just
been
randomly.
boys ever since.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
super
dope.
cool.
You live in life, bro.
Yeah, that was a
I
while- that was a
know.
while ago.
TFTI.
Yeah, that was when I was in production. You know
Oh,
what I
okay,
mean?
gotcha.
Now I'm over here being a team leader. Now I'm over here on credit.
I said, Turks, what was this?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, man, that's funny. No, I had a squatter, bro, go into one of our flips 2
Mhm.
days before closing.
No way.
Yeah, shout out to my general contractor. I don't know how he got him out, but he's like, hey, he's out. He's not going to come back. I'm like, all right, sweet. That's all that I need to know. It's crazy.
He asked him nicely too.
Yeah, he asked him, like,
Yeah,
hey,
he
bro.
just
Very
dipped.
nice.
Yeah.
That was
That's
cool.
that's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. He's like, hey, bro, you got to leave. He's like, oh, okay, I'll get out of here.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that's ended up happening. But that was a crazy story, bro. My
And
heart
people
dropped.
think it's just the rough areas. Honestly, the nicer areas is ones that get
Oh,
broken
yeah.
into more.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
my
We just did one right now. We're gonna close on it next week, but it's in Temecula. It's a higher end in Temecula.
Nice.
It's like a $1.1 million purchase, but the reason why they're selling is because squatters. It wasn't even a squatter. It was a grow operation. Someone, the seller is living outside a country, and then someone broke in and they started a grow operation in there. Started stealing electricity. Started growing marijuana in there.
Wow.
And so now he's just like, dude, I don't want to deal with this. I'm just gonna sell it for way below market value.
How
So
is
did he have you guys sell it?
Yeah.
He's having you.
Yeah.
Okay.
what's the difference between like a 500,000 to like a $1 million, $2 million dispo? Is it all the same? It's like the
It's
buyers
just the buyer pool shrinks, obviously,
Okay.
but as far
but
as
people are
far as
still interested in.
oh
those.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Next time I get one of them, and say, "What's up, Alfredo? I got this one, man. You know,
Yeah.
book this one."
He's
Yeah.
acquisitions now, man.
Oh,
100%.
oh,
Ah, yeah.
Remember, I'm not his buyer no more.
Shee.
Salty. Still salty.
It's all right, man. You gonna
Thought we
take
were
care of
boys.
me.
I'm
he
I'm
said.
gonna repo you back.
No, you're.
I'm gonna repo
my
you
guy,
back.
Mike. Shout out, Mike. He's
a dog.
He's great, bro. He's
Yeah.
great. We got
He's
some good
amazing.
deals going, and
Mike,
I've
I pay
helped them.
more, Mike.
well, no, I've been strapped, man. Over leveraged. like most, it happens to investors. So Mike sent me a couple. I was able to line my buyers up with those ones.
100%.
Yeah, so that's what it's all about, man. Keeping it in the house.
It's a connection. Yeah.
Connections.
Your network is your net worth.
Yeah. Yeah, we just closed one right up the street, not too far from here, that Mike sent to me.
Mm-hmm.
It was a tough sell because it had a lot of city involvement. They were using it as a grow house.
Okay.
Yeah, but shout out my buyer for taking it down. Yeah.
He's a G.
He's a G. He gonna make good money too. So
There you go.
yeah.
That's all that matters, the money at the
Yeah,
end, bro.
It's the green at the end of the day.
And that's why I love working with investors, right? Like this sport of wholesaling is very like, you're not working with like a lot of emotion. Obviously, sometimes it gets heated.
Yeah.
But you're just working with, if the numbers make sense and it pencils,
It's all number based.
it's it.
Yeah.
It's no feelings
Yeah,
involved.
this is true. The wife doesn't have to love it. The investor
Right,
likes
right.
it. You know? It's like, shout out to all my.
Yeah,
And we're
shout out
just-
the female investors
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah.
They hold it down.
Yeah, they're holding it
crushing
down.
it right now.
Yeah.
What do you want to see in the next like 5 years for the company? Like, where do you see yourself? Or
Within the next 5 years, grow obviously as fast as possible, but also maintain the culture. But also just make sure everyone is on board and know exactly what they got to do. And as far as like reaching their full potential, so just growing people individually.
okay, I love that.
That's my personal goal. But within the company, also, I know we have bigger goals as a company. No, we just launched our escrow company 2 weeks
man.
ago.
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
Sky Escrow.
Yeah, Sky Escrow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey.
So we just launched that.
Sky Escrow.
Yeah.
Let's go,
Sky
man.
Escrow. Probably going to get into title after. And then just make it into a one-stop shop, right? And then just continue to buy more flips. Just really monopolize as much as we can.
Do you want to own any rentals?
I do.
You do?
Yeah. That's the next. That'll be. I mean,
That's next
It's
phase.
going to happen
Yeah,
regardless.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Naturally.
love that, man.
So-
Especially you already. We call it the 3-deal delta. You got the deal, you got the money, and then you got the experience.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got the most important part, finding the deals.
Exactly.
So if you control the deal, everything else trickles down.
Mhm.
So you got the experience now.
Yep.
You know, you're getting the money. You got the money. So it's
Just
matter
about
of-
just executing now.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Are you married?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Single?
Yeah.
No kids.
No kids.
All right, ladies.
Yeah,
No,
you see
just
that
kidding.
chest hair? You see that chest hair with the gold
Ladies.
necklace?
I mean, you know what's
Okay.
crazy is like the moment I met my wife was the moment that life kind of made sense because it was like it gave me more of a new motivation. Do you want to be married, kids? all
I
that?
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
I
think
do.
has to happen before like all that you settling down and kind of doing all that?
I think it's more of just really being in alignment with somebody else.
Yeah.
Like being fully in alignment.
Okay.
Um,
what do you mean by that? Goals? Like what?
You know, how goals and just also how we can be supportive to one another.
Super
So,
important.
Yeah. Just being more supportive of one another. And obviously, like, I work crazy hours.
Yeah.
I literally work crazy hours. And like some people just don't understand the commitment that comes with, you know, trying to build something. Or also just like not being 100% there all the time, which is, you know, something I'm working on too. Is just always being present in the moment and just, you know, just really be fully yourself.
100%.
Yeah.
That's that entrepreneurial mindset because I have 2 kids, I have a wife. It's hard. It's hard to be present when like everything's like in our head is just like kind of moving. So yeah, it's gonna be super important for you to be with somebody that's in alignment. I struggle with just kind of being present too. So I get it, man.
Yeah.
When is enough enough? I always ask
That's
that question.
a good question.
You know, I always ask that question like, when do you think enough will be enough? Because at one point it's like, dude, I was at a point where I'm like, well, if I can make 10 grand passively, I think that'll be enough. That's a good life. And then you get there and you're like, that's not enough. It's not
Yeah.
enough. You know what I mean? So
100%.
I think that's a question where it's like, what are we actually striving for? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? What is something that's like super important to you that you're like, okay, when I get to a certain point, this is what I want to do. Do you have that? Do you want to give back? Do you want to build something? Like what's that?
I do want to
thing?
give back
To who? Like,
to my parents.
okay.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Completely, you know, just to a point where I get to autopilot everything in their businesses too, to make it so they don't have to keep showing up every single day.
Yeah.
Just building the right teams also. Like this has been a learning experience for me too throughout this whole entire journey. It's just the right, you know, programs, the right setups, the right teams, everything. And it's the same thing with any business. It's not just with the wholesale operation. It's with everything else. It's like if I can just duplicate the same thing, but within my parents' businesses, then I feel like that's going to be gold too.
What do you think your parents, you don't have to share, but what do you think your parents, why do you think they show up to work all the time? Is there like a gap in there where you could see something?
I think it's more of just,
they're just hungry. They just want to work, man. They're workaholics.
They don't know anything else. They just love to work.
They don't like the scale or like.
Yeah. It's just like, it's just like they work so hard for it that in their mindset, it's like, I'm not going to let it go to shit, or I'm not going to let it.
Nobody can take care of it more than I can.
It's a culture thing.
It's a culture thing. I noticed with different, families I get to meet. It's like you have to work. Like the idea of you not working and still making money is like taboo.
Yeah,
right.
Literally,
and like changing the philosophy of money.
Yeah.
Do you see you and your brother being like the generation, breaking that generational?
100%.
Yeah. I believe it, man.
100%.
I know you will.
Yeah.
So I got my question back. It came back.
Oh, I'm ready.
So I feel like this is important to highlight for the viewers that might be out there watching. What I'm hearing you say is, because Arvin and I kind of come from the same background, just more on the real estate agent side. How has joining a team or a company from the start speeded your success up?
Oh, tremendously.
Tremendously, right?
Tremendously.
Instead of trying to do this by yourself.
Bro, I would probably still trying to do my first deal right now if I was trying to do it by myself.
So you recommend for the viewers might out there watching this to get connected with a good team?
Get connected with everything is about who you surround yourself with. You start breaking limiting beliefs. You start realizing what you're really capable of. You start learning, like your road to success accelerates, in my opinion, like by 10 million times fold.
Yeah, I
agree. Because, imagine, there's company dollars, company split, but how many of those deals would have you gotten if it wasn't for the company?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's where people, like, you have to kind of retrain your mindset. Like, they're going to take some of your split, but at least you're plugging into a system that's already going.
Yeah. And outside of just the net profit that you're putting in your, because, we are in business, money is important. We're not going to discount
100%.
that. But like you said, the perspective, the proof of concept, the environment where it's achievable is worth more than any dollar amount to me.
100%.
The experience you get along the way, speeding that process up, it's pay your dues.
100%. Just pay your dues.
Yeah,
100%.
Pay your dues and then have fun with it.
Yeah, have fun.
Have fun with it.
Get paid to learn, man.
Yeah.
Get paid to learn.
So
exactly.
with your office at Acquired, are you guys looking for other team members to join?
Oh yeah, we're trying to scale.
Okay.
But at the same time, we don't just want anybody that's like not motivated.
100%.
Everything is just like, we have a really strict onboarding process.
Tell me, what are you guys looking for?
Killers. People that are coachable, people that are a sponge and they're coachable and they're, willing to put in the work more than anything else and just are okay with delayed gratification.
I love that.
What if they don't have experience?
It's okay. Majority of our team didn't have experience joining.
He didn't have experience.
Yeah.
Where you say top 1% in the company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you didn't have any experience, damn. So everybody else that comes on doesn't have any experience.
Not necessarily.
But I'm just saying, what does that training look like for you guys?
So we have trainings for the sales team on Mondays and Wednesdays. They're typically like an hour long.
Got it.
Hour and a half long.
Hands-on type stuff? Or?
Yeah, like role playing, putting people on the spot. Yeah. Every Monday at 9 a.m., every Wednesday at 9 a.m., getting on these guys, I do the trainings or someone else does the trainings, but making them role play, getting them out of their comfort zone, and then just critiquing them, giving them feedback. Yeah. And then they'll do a role play, then I'll be like, okay, feedback. And everybody on the team has to give feedback. That's the only way you're going to get better is if you start making calls in front of other people, right? Because most people don't like to make calls in front of other people.
Yeah.
They get timid.
I love it.
They get timid.
Yes,
or they're like, nah, I'm going to go into this room over here to go make a call. And I'm like, nah, bro, just make the call right here. Put it on speaker too so I can hear it.
Yeah.
Speaking of feedback, are you open?
Yeah.
How was your experience?
With?
Advanced.
It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah. Feedback was amazing. Yeah. Advance was amazing. I was going to do LP, but I had a commitment that I couldn't make LP. Yeah. So I'm going to do.
To be your word, yeah.
Yeah, got to be my word.
There you go.
So.
Here we go. If you know, you know.
Forward, come on,
I still got my bracelet on right now.
I love that, bro.
Here we go.
We'll talk more after the podcast. But as we bring this to a close, like, how can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram _Fredos_world, or find us on our acquired page, acquired TM. And
yeah, we're not done yet. But I just want to make sure if you're looking to join the team, reach out to Alfredo. You want to be around a running environment. I recommend these guys. These are my boys, but they're also killers, right?
Yeah.
So
don't waste their time,
I do
man.
recommend it.
Don't waste their time.
So just final questions.
Yeah.
If you just started from scratch, you were a new wholesaler looking to get your first deal, what is the first steps you're doing? Like, how are you going to get your first deal in the next 30
Knowing what
days?
you know now.
Right.
At first, I'm going to join acquired.
Yeah.
Nah,
But why?
I mean, we have the support system. We have the accountability. Not only do we have the trainings, but, you know, everyone keeps each other accountable. People have their accountability partners set up within the team. Like, as soon as you join the team, you're teamed up with somebody else to keep each other accountable. And then not only that, we do weekly one-on-ones. So we set goals for that week or the following week. We review their goals. Why didn't you hit your goals? Or what was the limiting factor in hitting your goals? What was your mindset throughout the week? And really breaking down and digesting, okay, this is what's holding you back. Let's try and improve for the following week. And then that's the big part of it.
Some one-on-ones drive the needle forward,
Yeah.
man.
That's
it's
huge.
so huge.
Yeah.
It's
All right,
great.
so join acquired.
So you join acquired.
Join
you got-
acquired.
You get plugged into this winning ecosystem. Then
exactly.
what are you telling me to do?
It
to get my
depends.
first deal?
If you're on the acquisition side, I'm showing you how to cold call agents. I'm showing you not the script, because it's not a script. It's more how you
Like a framework.
It's a framework. It's a framework because you don't want to sound like a robot. It's just a framework,
never
and then
works.
you start hearing from other people. Okay, they're saying this, and you're bouncing feedback. It's just bouncing around feedback, and then I like what he said. I'm gonna take it. I'm putting it in my arsenal. I
Man,
like what he says.
so
I'm gonna
good.
take it, put it in my arsenal.
I hope
and
people
then
stayed this far.
Start
so good.
crafting more than ever, and just start crafting and just keep building your repertoire.
Okay. So let's go back to his other. What if we didn't know about acquired?
If you didn't know about acquired,
he's like, get to know about acquired.
I would say start calling agents.
Calling agents.
Start calling agents. Start
Kinda
calling
reverse
agents, telling
engineering
them.
that. Yeah.
What's that look like? You call me, I'm an agent, obviously, and what hey,
Ring, ring. Hey, Eric, I'm taking a look at your listing out here on X, Y, and Z. You know, can you tell me a little bit more about it? Is there anything wrong foundationally with the house? Is it structurally okay? Is the roof been replaced in the last 5 years?
Yeah.
Whatever it might be. Start asking questions about
Yeah,
the
why do you
property.
think it's on the market for 130
Yeah,
days?
what's the backstory?
Yeah.
Oh, the seller is
What's
not
the story?
motivated to sell, or the seller needs to sell in the next 30 days, whatever it might be. And you're like, okay, bingo. And then from there, you start negotiating. You start realizing, like, okay, maybe they've been listed on the market because they've been overpriced for so long. But now the seller, he's like, no, I just want to sell it. Like, you just got to call the right people at the right time, and then they'll have something for you. And then just always end it with, if you have anything else, please let me know.
Yes, always.
Always ask for a
That's
referral.
incredible.
So
Yeah.
that's a good job.
That, and also like, hey, you could represent us.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you have
Yeah.
so much power and
Oh, yeah.
kind of doing that where
Yeah.
you're like, dude, you could represent.
Yeah, I want
me.
to say like 80% of my deals are all because I let people represent me.
100%. And the realtor's like, what?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm gonna make double the commission
Yeah,
on
and,
this.
then,
Like,
and now they're like, let me go find you another one. Let me
Exactly.
go find you another one.
Exactly.
They know you're gonna close. You got that relationship with them.
I could close quick, you know.
So on the dispo side,
Mm-hmm.
what are you recommending?
Making as many point of contacts as you can. Go, obviously, skip tracing.
You
Finding
said prop wire, prop stream.
prop wire,
Deal
prop stream,
machine,
deal machine,
all the
MLS, and then biz file. And then just skip trace, find their number, call them, and then pitch them.
Yeah, I see you bought 123 Main Street.
Bring value to the conversation though,
Yeah.
because a lot of these investors, they're busy. They're
Right.
busy, and then they're getting blown up on a daily basis.
2 or 3 calls a
Yeah,
day. Same.
yeah, easily. And then if you don't bring in value within the first 5 to 10 seconds of you talking to them, click.
Yeah.
So what's that intro sound like? What's your favorite intro? Just because I get like 5 different calls from
Yeah.
people.
So I'll be like, ring, ring. Hey, Eric, I saw that you just picked up this property around the corner from this off market I have. Are you interested if I can get it to you at a cheaper price than what you paid for? Oh, easy.
I'm interested now.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, hell yeah. I mean, if I can get you a property for the same auto match for cheaper, you're going to be like, hell yeah.
You know they probably did good on that
Yeah,
last
exactly.
deal. So he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, hey, I got this deal. You know, we get like 20 of those a day.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a deal is a deal. I mean, you just don't know how to go about it, right? Like, if I can find you a deal that you did right around the corner for cheaper, that's going to be my opening line, because obviously you're going to be like, hell yeah, I want that.
Yeah, because he did well on the first one.
Yeah.
Do they rush you off the phone? Oh yeah, send me the details.
If they,
look at it.
Yeah, some of them do, but then it depends, right? It's like, how do you leave it open ended so that way you get, because what do people like to talk about most?
Themselves.
Exactly. So you start asking open-ended questions on, well, what else do you buy? Oh, how'd you do on that one? Or how much time did you leave? Or how much work did you put in there? Like, so you start asking a whole bunch of open-ended questions, get them to start talking, and then from there, next thing you know, you're selling them a house.
This guy's a killer, man.
This guy is a killer, bro. If you know, you know, baby.
Give me a hug, man.
If you know, you know, man.
I love it. So on this segment, we always like to ask our guests, who is your top 5 real estate Hall of Fame? Maybe someone you don't know that had a ton of influence on you. Maybe somebody that obviously you do know, right? Mm-hmm. So who's your top 5 real estate Hall of Fame?
First and foremost, I got Rudy and Miguel. They taught me everything.
Yeah.
Like, Miguel's a fucking dog.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Miguel's a master
he
negotiator. Rudy's a master relationship builder.
Yeah.
And just taking both from both
Great
of them.
Businessman.
Yeah,
great people.
great
Yeah,
people,
they're
great
awesome.
businessmen. And then, I don't want to name drop, but they know who they are. They're out in San Diego. Completely changed the trajectory of my life.
Wow.
Completely changed the trajectory
Shout out
of my
to you
life.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to you in
And
San
that
Diego.
goes to say that, like, couple relationships will literally
Change your life.
That's it.
change your life.
Yeah, you're one relationship away from
Exactly.
your next deal. You're one relationship away from changing
Your
your
next
life.
20 deals, your next 30 deals, next 40 deals, whatever it might be, but you're one relationship away. Literally.
Yeah, that's when I met this guy, man.
Yeah.
Changed my life.
Exactly.
Right?
Come
One
on now.
person.
Come on now.
That's crazy.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah. That's fire. Who else? Anyone else come to mind? Maybe a big influencer that you don't know. No one.
No, I
Okay.
just sat down, put my head down, and just
That's
worked.
it. That's
Yeah.
all you need.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't need to look up to anybody. Just, I
Yeah.
know what I'm capable of, and just a matter of,
I love
going
that.
after and getting it.
Where's that
get it.
mindset come from?
He loved that mindset, man. He would get deep. I love it, man.
No,
Where does that
because,
come
bro,
from?
because
Yeah.
honestly, bro, like sometimes it gets discouraging.
important.
Sometimes it gets hard. Like,
Uh-huh.
where does your mindset come from? You read books, like
Yeah,
self development.
Yeah, self-development is big. It's always been big in my life. But one book that changed my life was, you're big on it too. It's called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Just how to rewire your brain, how to, just live in the unknown and just literally just,
What's that book? Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself.
yeah, breaking the habit of being yourself.
I gotta go get that.
It's a really
Yeah.
good book.
And my buddy's out there right now at
Yeah.
this event. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
It was
supposed to
dope.
go,
Joe
but
Dispenza.
fuck,
Yeah.
Why didn't you go, man?
I got way too much going on for one day. Love it.
But yeah, just really reading self-development books when I was during COVID. When I was in recovery, that's when I was reading it. And when I was like after my surgery, that's when I really got into self-development.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you and your brother business partners now, or like, are you guys just working for the same company, or does he still do it? Like,
Yeah, he still works with us.
He's older or younger?
No, we're a year apart. He's a year
Okay.
younger than me.
Okay.
My younger brother, shout out John.
Shout out
Shout out
John.
John.
Yeah,
man.
shout out John.
Shout
out John.
Yeah, but just keeping each other accountable. Like when I was living back at home, we would wake up every single day just pumped, just
Yeah.
hyped. Like just I got this.
Feeding off each other.
Yeah, just feeding off each other. Just like I got this meeting set up today. I got this deal coming out today, or I got this investor going out. Like whatever it might be,
How
but
exciting.
and just in that competitive environment, right? Just friendly competitive competition.
Right.
And just like, nah, I'm gonna sell the
Pushing
deal
each
before you
other.
do, or
Yeah.
you're gonna sell the deal before I am, whatever it might be.
Right.
So it's just always been like
You
that.
guys are brothers. You want to
Yeah.
see each other win.
Oh,
at the end of
100%.
the
Yeah.
day,
I want to
so.
see him win. He wants to see me win. And then at the end of the day, I mean, we share everything. So it's not like I'm going to be like, nah, you can't. So.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I wish I had
Except
a
for,
brother.
except for
with
that
1
first
year.
one, John.
that first
Come
one?
on, he
Yeah,
sniped you, John.
Jonathan, you got
you.
But
I thought he
his
was
buyer
like-
still ended up pulling through, so I didn't even get to sell the deal. But it was a
So
big
he
learning
got you.
curve. Yeah, he got me.
Yeah.
You got sniped, homie.
I got
It was
sniped.
a boomerang.
It was a boomerang, literally.
Man. Hey, brother, we appreciate you hopping
Thank you
on
so
the
much for
podcast.
coming, man.
It was-
Appreciate you
A
guys
lot
for
of
having
good
me.
gems, man. If you guys got a lot of good gems from this, make sure you subscribe because we're coming at you every single week with somebody new, killing it in the real estate space. So shout out to Alfredo, shout out to Acquire, shout out to Miggy, shout out to freaking Freddie, man. Appreciate you guys. And thanks for watching, man. So if
That's
you
it.
got
Yes,
this,
sir.
like this video, subscribe, comment your favorite part of this video, and we'll get you next time.
Yes,
You got
sir.
anything
Yes,
else to
sir.
say?
On the RE Sports podcast, we're out.
RE
get it.
Sports, it's in the game, baby. Let's go. Man, that was fire.
Fire, bro.